juice. It's what we love to do. Every Wednesday night we come together, me and you. Benny, Bill, Liam, Tim and Glam too. We're the DIY crew. Got my flavors, peachy, peachy and more. Time to mix and match and explore. Filling up our takes we made before. Clouds of fruit and cream we will pour. Shake it up, stir it around. Best the liquors where we found.
Welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to start talking a little bit of mixing and things. So who you've got on tonight is myself, Benny Vapes. We've got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We have got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We have got our own mixing maestro, which is Tim, Advocate for Liberty. And we've got the mixer to the king, which is Mike Haynes.
Hi, folks.
So if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat chat. If you're in Twat chat, swap it over to live chat and you'll keep up with everything we are doing. Right, I'll pop it out now.
There we go.
Live chat. Pop out chat.
Should have done this before the stream.
I should have done, but
Mick's calling you out. He says you're a bit late.
I'm not. I was exactly on time. Exactly on time, 9:05. I keep saying all this. Put 9 o'clock in just to get people into the room. Into the room. Right, I can pop that up. Right. So just quick shout out. Congratulations, I should say, well, I don't know how you put it. Great show on Monday night from the Laid Back Vape Show, lads.
Yeah.
Did a really good job of raising just over £1,000 for the charity auction that's going on and charity raffles and things like that. And that goes towards Lou, Mick's daughter, who we all know that's going through this stage 4 cancer. So well done, boys. Absolutely fantastic show it was. So round of applause to yourselves. Don't forget, there's another one on Saturday, which is on the Saturday Shows channel. The tickets stop sailing at, is it 4 o'clock, Graham?
4 o'clock, yeah.
4 o'clock. It is
You
£5
can carry on
ticket.
donating after that, but you won't be put on the wheel.
But you won't be put on the wheel. So if you are thinking about doing it and you get paid on Friday and you've got a little bit of money and you can put it in, go and get yourself a ticket. They are £5 per ticket and there's a shed load of prizes. Absolutely shed loads of prizes on there. There is also an auction running that's going to be set off at 5 o'clock and runs till is 8.
The auction starts at 8.
Oh, starts at 8. Sorry, starts at 8.
They start at 8, but you can bid as the show
From 5 o'clock.
From 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so...
then it will just keep on going until... They've got 20 auctions now. Last time they sent me stuff, it was 12 auctions.
Yes,
so
it's
going up and up. And I think there's 100 spins of the wheel. I'm not too sure.
Yes, there's a fair few things going on all at once. So that starts at 5. And like I say, the bidding is open from 5 o'clock. It does go on till, like I say, whatever it is, 8, 9, they start showing it off. And then it shuts and they're doing it one at a time. They shut it off and move on to the next one. So do get your bids in if you're having some nice little bit of kit that's going on there. I will be on at 7 o'clock, which we are doing our little bit of a mixing test. Get them to do some tasting that we sent through. We've got Smoky Cum. We've got, mine one's called IDFO, which is I don't fancy one. We've got, what were yours called, Graham?
Blumpkin's cheesy feet.
There you go, Blumpkin's cheesy feet. And what was yours, Liam?
Toxic sludge.
Toxic sludge. And I think what were mix were.
Should taste horrible, but probably taste nice.
Yeah, it's got one special sauce or something. I think it was something like that. So do tune in for that. I'm also doing a challenge, which is he keeps saying 3 bananas. Does Simon? It's 2 bananas and a Sprite. So I am going to be doing that. So what 2 bananas and then jug down a 500ml thing of Sprite. So I will be doing that. So if you want to see me do that, do when joining and do put some money towards it. That would be fantastic. And there's loads of stuff going on all the way through. They've got Grim Green on. They've got Birdman on. I think they've got Birdman on. They've got Birdie on.
They've got Birdie on. They've got
Bogan on. They've got
Legion Vapes.
Legion Vapes. They've got what is it?
Mr. Just Right One. No, he's
not on. He's not on now.
An accident. There's the other one who does the.
No, it was ambitious. It was other one that's pulled out. I thought other one had a crash that they never told him about. Someone's had a crash, hasn't they?
The one who did the Ponty.
Yeah, he hadn't pulled. I thought he hadn't had a crash, had he? No,
there's one of the two isn't.
Yeah, and they've got Mr. Matt Todd on as well. He's coming on at 8:00. I think it is.
Yeah, so they can just come on and watch wheels spin.
Yeah. So something to look forward to on Saturday night.
That's it.
That's who we're supposed to be on. That's who was at Crash. So yes. Right. So what we'll do is we will get Liam, because it's a little bit busy now, mate. Do you want to jump in and read out chat for us, please?
Yeah, so in chat tonight we have Craig D, Frankenmiser, Kenny 2023, Ian Thomas, Bearded Vape God. Just do some elevator music while I read through. The Vaping Snowman, Cloud Chucker, Mr. Intense,
I'm tone deaf.
Billy Lee Rice. That was good, Graham. Technique. Above the Clouds.
Yeah, well done.
Graham Mabley. Martin Saunders. Late Night Vape Show. Mickey Love.
Mickey Love, are you okay?
Scott Wood. Anthony Hart. Funny enough, Scott Wood turned up in chat just after Martin Saunders said Tim's back from playing with his wood.
Yeah.
Coincidental. Rocky Tooney. Mr. Mike Haynes, in person and in chat. John Vaping Joker. Hyla the Vapor. Coil. Adam Pelazic. And I believe that may be everybody. I'm bound to have missed a few, so apologies if I have.
Probably. I didn't even look, to be honest with you, because we've been chatting there. So if he has missed somebody, just put in chat, dickhead, and then we not shout you out. That's all you've got to do. Billy Lee's had some work done on her teeth. She's not very well. I hope you get better soon. Not good. Not good.
I've seen the pain meds, and it comes in the form of what those strange little vapey things.
Oh, right. Is that what it is? The special ones.
The special meds.
Craig D says dickhead.
No, he was just about to say that anyway. Wasn't
he? Just going to say
it. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So welcome, Mike. Welcome. We're going to call him because he looks. We've been talking about this before we came on, and America have had their alert that we had. The behind times we had it about 6 months ago, or whatever, and everybody's saying the Jedis are coming, and he does look like Obi-Wan Kenobi tonight. So we're going to call him Obi all night. You all right, Obi?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe a little bit of
Yeah. So what we're going to say every time we mix is use the force.
certain King Arthur, type person who might be yielding the Excalibur in the background here for a minute. I don't know. You kind of had the regal look tonight.
So yeah, so welcome, Mike. If you don't know Mike, where have you been hiding under a rock? He's always in chat. You had a problem with your eye, though, haven't you? Did you have an operation? Is that what was wrong with it?
Yeah, I've had a series of operations. So far it's 4, which my vision at present is quite hazy, but I've got another 3 to go. So yeah, it's not the best. I'm limited with screen time, so I've saved it up for today.
All right, thank you very much. Much appreciated. He has got quite a lot of recipes on the go, which we will highlight.
I've got his page up, so I'm going to put his page into thing of 50 recipes.
50 recipes. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at a couple of them and see what we think, and you can all have a look at them. We can talk about it. If you haven't got any questions in chat, do go into chat and shout them out, and we will answer them. And like I say, he's a busy person. He's Mike, because he does some. He's got a charity that he does round and talks. He's down. But he's saying he's down London next week.
Yeah. So it's going to be really quite busy between now and spring. It's going to be very busy. So it's good. It's good.
Do you have a lull where you don't do? Obviously, you have 6-week holidays. I'm guessing where you don't.
Yeah, but there's always stuff going on during the summer holidays, but it is much quieter. I'm away to a UN conference in Lisbon in November, so I've been doing stuff with the UN, which is really quite interesting. So yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. A little bit of. So we're in a star. He knows people. That's what I said. He's a mixer to the king. So, when did you start mixing?
I started vaping in late 2014. And was going through juice at a hell of a rate. So by the end of 2015, I was doing one shots. Halfway through 2015, I was tampering with one shots. I bought a pack of concentrates, and then just gone from there. So now I have there's nigh on 1,000 concentrates. I love mixing. I find it very therapeutic. It takes my head out of the normal day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
I just lose myself in it. I like experimenting. Sometimes, most of the time with real disasters. But getting there slowly. I find it good.
Do you still vape your disasters, or have you passed that stage?
So somebody once told me to put all your failures into a bottle and leave it to steep. This didn't work.
It doesn't work.
I usually mix up 30 mils. So if I can, there's just no way I can vape it. It's just too awful. But most times I try and vape the 30 mils because it gives me, I try taking notes whilst I'm testing them. Mainly for my own use.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. We will get round. I forgot to do a buffet. So if you want to do your buffet, you want to talking about? Do you want to say what you're vaping on? Because you have some nice gear.
Yeah. No mix tonight because of my eyes. But I'm on the original Odin with the Violator on top and Black Rose Medardus. Yeah.
What was it? I can't even remember the joke.
I'm on the Blaze on the Evil Dildo and some of my own blueberry ice, which, is okay. I need to play with it more. And the last one, the Juggernaut V2 on the Garbiter on the diabetes. Sorry.
Bill's got
Indica
you.
and some Element Vapes, yuzu lemon meringue, which I've gone through like 120 mils in a few days.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, quite like it. Quite like it. And that's me. That's me. So I'll pass it on to
Neil,
Tim.
you're on that, mate.
To me, okay, so I got the old Wismac out for some reason. I don't know why.
Ooh.
So I got
Is
the
that
old
the-
Wismac
Is that
Hadley
the
on top.
original one, or is that the newer version?
This is the triple battery, the RX. What is it? 200, 300?
yeah,
it's
the original one. Yeah.
the J-Bow version.
Yeah.
But then this has been, I don't know. I never expected to be like back on a pod, but I actually love the flavor on the Cross 3 Nano. And then she wound up talking me into, I went to go get the spare pods, and she talked me into buying her the full size version of the Cross. So
All
she has
right.
because she liked this one so much. So that's been going. I got the and in those I've got the peach nectar or peach custard in here, peach custard DIY. And in this I got the apple pie fall harvest, which is more of like a filling at this point because I just made it yesterday.
Do you know what that's all I heard? Papa. That's all I heard, didn't it?
Got the pulse bridge in the ethos, and then in that I have sweet currant cheesecake, which actually is turning out very nicely in that. Then I got the Rocky Tuning. It's got what the heck is that? The Freemax on top of the Tesla Wii, which I already had a Tesla's Wii, but this one came from Rocky, so I could have an orange vape for Halloween. Thank you, Rocky.
Ooh.
And in that, I'm not sure what I have in here.
Do you have to slide down a slide going, wee?
I'm not sure what that's in there, actually, because it was the last of a bottle I filled up, and I don't have the bottle here anymore. But yeah, and that's what I have vaping on at the. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got one more. Got the other Tesla Wii with a Derringer on top, and that's just a tester. I was testing the butter pecan ice cream in. And then I will pass it to Liam because I want to hear more about fish.
So tonight I've got the usual Steam Crave Hadron 250C, and on that is the Steam Crave Aromizer V2, and in that I am actually vaping on some Rochford Projects Crimson Seed.
What do you think? What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice juice. I'm vaping it very high, so I'm getting a lot more of the pastry than the actual jam. But yeah, I think they've done a really good job on it.
I think it's one of the best strawberries out there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not getting that much of the strawberry.
Oh, you're not?
As I said, I'm getting more of the actual pastry, but that's because of the wattage I'm vaping at. If I was to dial it down, I'd probably get the strawberry because you can smell the strawberry when you open up the bottle.
Yeah, is it nice juice, is that?
Yeah, I picked up the lemon sponge cake, is it?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't opened that one yet, so that'll be loaded in once this goes in probably 2-3 days. And I got another grape one.
Oh yeah. What's that?
The Black Vine.
Black Vine.
Yeah, that's the one.
Black
Yeah,
Vine.
because it's.
Why have you got that? You don't like grape?
I bought it for Emma.
Oh.
I thought I can't buy myself 3 juices and not
Try
buy
it.
here or anything.
Try it. It's quite surprising the way it works. I wasn't a fan of the actual flavor, everything like that, but I thought that's damn clever what he's done with that.
I could smell the diesel when I opened the bottle. So, and on that, I will pass it over to Graham.
No, I've only got one mod. I've got the Minikin 2. Look at this. I can move my mod around and it doesn't get blurred. And I've got the barrage on top. That's all. And in that, I've got a Harpy Song, which Harpy Song, which is a cream Viennetta swirl Vinette as well with cream and nectarines. And I tried to keep the recipe as simple as possible. I only mixed it about a day ago. It's tasting nice now. I have to really put it down, but I can sit. Not going to let it steep. I'm going to make some more of it. But I'll put the recipe up and show people the recipe a bit. I try to keep it as simple as possible as well.
Yeah, we'll bring that up in a bit then. Bring that up in a bit. Not a problem. Is that it?
Yep.
So I'm on a Ribena. He's staying sober for Saturday. That's what it is. He's getting the detox out because he's got that much to do on Saturday. So I'm on the guar with the trilogy on top, and inside that I've got some of Unreal 2, pineapple and passion fruit. You can get this from Dispergo. Use BV20 for 20% off. I'm also on the box with the cubics inside, and inside that I've got some Nasty Juice RY4. You can get this from Dispergo as well. BV20 for 20% off. So yeah, and that is me. Do you know, I'm going to have to mix it up. I'm going to have to start getting some more gear because I'm like, I only vape one mod. I just vape out with that on top. Do you know what I mean?
I'm exactly the same. I've just got tanks, and I've put all my tanks and mods in the kitchen to just go through them and choose which ones I want and everything. That's really off-putting, Tim.
I know, just ask it. Just ask it when we're finished.
Say it.
Just ask him. Do you know what I mean? I have to ask him in private chat. Jeez.
Well, you guys were talking, so I wanted to know because I'm looking at this recipe. I'm curious. Blueberry salubarome. I don't have it. Obviously, reasons it's hard to get. I have to order or direct. How is it, Mike? Like your blueberry ice recipe. That looks really good to me.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty tasty, but it needs to lift a little bit. So it's just a simple. I think the 3 concentrates. You know, it's just to really try that blueberry. I find that the SA blueberry really nice, really tasty. I think I've got a touch of VSO in it as well.
Yeah, you do. I was curious about the salubarome. I mean, what kind of blueberry is that? Is it like a candied, or is it a fresh blueberry, or what?
I find it quite fresh.
Quite fresh? Nice. Now I need to chase that flavor. Great.
Right, so we had a question in chat from Neil Pitts. I've just started to do DIY mixing. What percentage of flavours should I do per e-juice? I'm doing flavours to my taste, so I'm not using other people's recipes. And then obviously Adam's put on, it all depends on your concentrate of the flavours. If you can let us know what sort of flavours you're using, what company, and then we can sort of have a look. Adam's just put in all FLV recipe should end up 4% and all TPA should end up at 15%. They still have the same amount of flavour.
But then it's a really tough question to ask, even when you know the flavours that they're being used, because I tend to mix mine on the sort of lighter side because that's what I'm used to vaping. I mix lighter, but I still get full flavour out of it. Whereas somebody else will say, "Ooh, that's a little bit light." Yes. You mix that a little bit stronger.
Gravelamp, you're right. Paul,
I used to start mixing. And like mixes were very light.
Sometimes you get flavors, even Flavora, like the last release of Flavora, they were a little light. So they don't at the typical like 0.2 to 0.5%. A lot of those, had to push to 2% to get good flavor out of them. So that's kind of an open-ended question. It depends on exactly what flavors you have.
Yeah. What I'd say to you is if you're using the liquid calculator, and you put the name in, it will give you a suggested percentage. Yeah, what people are using. I don't know if does what does it do that as well?
All the flavors and vaping.
Yeah. Right. So depending on which calculator you're using, it will give you a suggested percentage. So you can sort of guess what people are using it as. So say you've got, I don't know, TFA strawberry, right, or whatever, and it says 3%. You know that people are using it round and about 3%. You could go up a little bit if you like it and try it a little bit higher, or you could drop it down a little bit depending on what you're mixing it with. Like I say, without knowing what you've got, and it is hard because we don't know if you like it really strong, like Liam's saying, or you like it milder, yeah. He's got Super Aroma, TFA, Flavour West, and Cap. Yeah. So, probably mainstream. Super Aromas are quite strong, aren't they?
Yeah, you can normally about 1 to 2. You can push them up to 3%. TPA can go from 4 to
There's
7.
some super aromas that you only need a half.
So
Yeah.
I'll bring up a liquid calculator and I'll show my screen.
Yeah, as Adam's saying, can always add flavour, can't subtract it exactly. So if you over flavour it and you think, God, that's shite, so less is more sometimes.
So we are on e-liquid recipes. If you go to resources and go to flavor list, type in the flavor that you want there. This seems to be running slowly, so I'll just pick one here. So if you're going for TPA Vanilla Swirl, click that. See how slow it is?
Wow.
This is because somebody came around and said, "Hey, do you realize you can get 3 times as fast internet speed?" And ever since these came around, it's all gone slow. You have the percentage mixing in recipes. So you have the average and the medium. Go with the median. Is that median? You say that median?
Median, yeah.
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 So if you that's a kind of say if you've got like 3 or 4 in there. I tend to switch up. I tend to look at this where if you're going for a single flavor, you've got 3 flavors and it says 5%. I just tend to divide, and you want all equal. I tend to go with that kind of thing. But if you just keep 2%, and there's always notes where people will say, where is it? Somebody will have it in. You just keep on scrolling down where it says very linear, use at 3 to 5%. And some of it will say, if you want a back note, use at 2. If you want it to be right up front, use at 5. So it's always good to go down and read the notes.
So yeah, so like I say, you can put it down and add a bit more. You'll probably do it at first and think, and everybody on panel will tell you this, your first mix you'll do and you think, this is shite. Stick with it. Yeah. Stick with it. It does get better and it does get easier once you start playing around with the flavours. It does get a little bit better.
Yeah, one piece of information that I can give to a new mixer is start really simple. Even if it's just one flavour and some sweetener.
It did say that he's dropping the sweetener, but I'd say to you, if you use the commercial, don't drop sweetener out because you won't enjoy it.
Yeah, start cutting it down as you mix. I wouldn't go for something complicated. I wouldn't, because you're mixing your own and you're not following others' recipes.
And also, if you're starting,
don't think to yourself, I'm going to do an apple pie a la mode and then mix together 12 different flavors to try and get
same thing with you're used to commercial. They're simple. Most commercials are less than 4 ingredients usually, 4 to 5. Most of them, unless you get something like the one shots Liam and stuff used to do. That's more complicated, but
there's some great single flavors out there.
There are some good ones.
No, so some of them I still fall back on now. If I want something really, really quick to mix, I'll just get a single flavor that I know tastes pretty decent on its own, and I'll just mix that up.
Keep talking. You don't have to wait for me.
Hey, I mix single flavors every week. I'll have a choice.
We talked about it on the other show where you've got Vape Train, Lemon Tart, is it?
Yeah.
Lemon Tart,
7% had a little sweetener in, and you're off to go. And you're off to go Lemon Tart.
Right,
then you can just go, I fancy that lemon to be taken up a bit and just add another lemon that you have.
Key lime 1-on-1, key lime pie 1-on-1, 1-on-1, yeah. Key lime 000. They actually, that's a good flavor. I did not, it surprised me.
Neil, it doesn't matter if nobody else likes your juice, as long as you like it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Just let me Paul, Trustpilot gives it a 5-star, so obviously 91%, and people have used it. So he's wanting to buy some concentrate from FSE Sig, which I'd not heard of, but I've just put Trustpilot reviewing it. It's got 91%. on the Trustpilot reviews. So I would say it's based in Nottingham as well. So it is a UK-based company. So I would say give it a try. Just put a little order in and see what happens rather than a massive order. And, you know, obviously, but I've just put it in Trustpilot and it comes up all right. So Graham might be able to do a little bit more snooping.
I'm just doing it now.
Trustpilot's normally pretty reliable, though. I normally look, if I'm unsure of a company, I'll check Trustpilot first. If I can find them on there, have a read through, check their rating, and I haven't actually been scammed yet.
Well, it's got 319 reviews and it says excellent. It's 4.8, so...
Yeah.
And they've been going since 2012.
Yeah,
And
just make sure that the domain on Trustpilot is exactly the same domain that you're going to be visiting to buy.
And Neil, don't worry if it takes you 3 weeks to get better mix than Graham. You know, some people take a little longer than others to get better mixes than Graham does.
I took it out. I took really
3 to 4 weeks
half a year before I was happy with any of my juices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Neil says he cooks, so he understands that different flavors lift different other things. You will find that you do have to boost flavors if you want in a specific flavor. You know, so
and layering flavors is a totally different thing.
Yeah, bending flavors is totally different. Yeah, there's a lot of things, but keep it simple at first. Play around with, you know, a couple of flavors that you think will go well together, and then chuck it from there. Sometimes you'll hit a banger, and sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll like it, and other people think it smells like shit.
Yep.
Like VSO, the Lego block like system of the flavors too to create. There's all kinds of different ways to mix.
And you've also got Noted and the DIY or Die channel, and anything you can think of. Like I want a strawberry. They've done a show on the strawberry, and all you have
got
to
a big
do
one coming up
is go into the comments, and they'll be listed from worst to best strawberry. So you don't have to watch the whole show. You can just click the best, go back and go, well, that's not the kind of strawberry I'm after. The next one up, that's not that. Oh, that one sounds nice, and then pick that one.
I use Noted a lot for new flavors.
Yeah, and also they're keep up to date on anything which comes out, which is good.
Yeah.
You're revealing all Tim's secrets.
Yeah.
Back, he goes through the comments on the other shows, right? Out to know. That's what I taste.
I tend to disagree with a lot of people. They don't always like that.
Yeah, just experiment. We all still make awful juice. We do. Yeah, we do. Yeah. It's part of the course. It's part of doing mixing. You know, out of 10 flavours that you do, you might get one out of that 10 that you think, oh, that's a banger, that.
You'll have these two flavours that you think, oh, they're going to be great together because you've tried them both. You put them together and somehow they make some kind of chemical compound that's toxic to the human race.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be sick.
Yeah.
I do a thing called hate vaping. If I make a truly awful juice, I will make myself vape the whole bottle, even if it tastes absolutely terrible. I will make myself vape the whole bottle to actually try and figure out where I went wrong. If by the end of that bottle I'm still at a loss, I don't bother. I'll just mix something else again from scratch.
I just taste it, say that's horrible, throw it in the bin and mix it again, mix something else again. I can't put myself through that.
Yeah. So
when in doubt, tap into the Force, you know, like Obi-Wan here.
Yeah, exactly. Use the Force, Luke. So what's your favourite sort of profile? Like, what are you with? Tobacco sort of flavour? Are you fruits? Are you bakeries? Are you...
Mainly fruits, although I'm experimenting with a range of beers and alcohols.
Yes, you did that IPA one that you said. That one
nice, quite a few, actually.
Yeah. I've been working on a milk stout. I've got a couple of those in the pipeline. An alcoholic ginger beer.
Yeah, the Bundas are mine.
Yeah. Well, it's going okay. The problem I had with the Bundas of mine was I put too much heat in because I like that bite of a good strong ginger beer. But I think it was a 0.5% in, and it was just way too much. It didn't just give you a bite; it took your whole bleeding head off.
You got that ginger beer from Wonder Flavors in there, and that's got some pretty good bite to it on its own.
Yeah.
More than I expected.
Nice time
flavor.
for ginger beer.
I fought for that one. I wanted that flavor.
Yeah.
Good flavor.
Yeah.
So it's coming up to that time where we start looking at Christmas flavours and winter flavours coming in.
Yeah, and because we're a UK vape show, the word pumpkin is banned.
Pumpkin, yes, we don't do pumpkins.
Pumpkin's banned on this
Pumpkin.
We do
Pumpkin
turnip.
show.
Turnip for us.
Yeah, no pumpkin spice. It's been made illegal in the UK. That's one American trend we will not
Which
follow.
is kind of funny because you know what? I happen to know that when someone orders dried pumpkin, they get it from the UK. Explain.
Yeah, because we export what we don't want to eat.
Yeah, basically, we get rid of it. You can buy pumpkins at the moment for about £2 from Asda. Other supermarkets are available.
I was actually, because we were talking about it last night, this morning I was looking at pumpkin spice and what's in it and where it came from and everything like that. And it's just basically like that bakery spice, except with like allspice in.
Yeah.
Cardamom. Oh God, I forgot now. So long ago this morning, I can't remember.
To answer Neil's question, yeah, I do hear it gets cold here, and if you don't increase your PG, it just, especially if you're using a tank, it won't wick.
Yeah,
it won't wick here.
I don't tend to where I am because it rarely gets that cold that it causes a problem with high VG mixers with 70/30. I mean, if it's going to be going down to like -10 or below, then yeah. But -2, -3, I really don't think
it gets really cold here in the north,
especially if you keep it in an inside jacket pocket.
Yeah, I don't. I just get. So I do a 70/30. All my juice is 70/30. I never do anything unless I'm doing in the mouth to lung, and I'll do a 60/40 or I might do a 50/50. But I don't usually go any less than 70/30 on a general day.
50/50 is about as weak as I go. But I don't much anymore because I don't get out much while I vape. I'll just wait until I get in someplace warm, or like Liam said, keep inside until you have to. But if I am going to go someplace, I know I'm going to be heading a trip, and I know I'm going to be outside some, I will mix up a 50/50 here.
Yeah,
it gets so cold here, it will freeze. It'll turn into jello.
Yeah, I'm sure Zippy in the frozen north drops her VG ratio right down. But then it gets stupid cold. It gets like -25 and stuff.
Yeah. I know sometimes when I've left it in van and I've been working and it's really cold outside and I get to it and you go to fill your tank up and you think, shit, I'm going to have to put it in front of the heater for a little bit to go because it just won't come out of that nozzle. I don't think if I squeeze this any hard, it's going to go pop and go all over.
If you turn your mod upside down and you have a tank on there and you don't see it dripping, don't hit it.
Yeah.
You don't see that
up a bit.
You know it's not good.
Yeah. In Thomas says he tends to do max VG in these, but within UK it doesn't really affect anything. Rocketuna says 70/30 winter, 20/80 in summer, and he just runs tanks. So yeah, if you are dripping, then that's when it's going to be an issue. He does RTAs and boroughs, so I was going to do 60/40 for colder months. Do a 60/40 if you want.
60/40 anyway for boroughs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, I think it was the Sad Boy Shamrock cookie that I had. And I went to go drip it one day, and I had it in the car just long enough to go in the store and come back out quick. And I went to go, squeeze it, and the whole cap just came out in a big blob of like liquid, like half frozen liquid just came out all over. That was such a big mess. It was a brand new bottle. It wasn't open 5 minutes.
Yeah, I used to wait droppers for that because I once went in and got some dinner lady strawberry macaron and got it out. Thought, open it up. Oh, that smells nice. Got the dropper, went to put it in my tank and dropped it all on my lap. And went, I've just paid 20 quid for this fucking thing. Do you know when it was really expensive and it's just gone all over my lap and I smell of strawberries now? No, not really good.
Was that's probably the biggest mess I've ever had in vaping was that day when because it's a Gorilla bottle and the Gorilla bottle cap because it wouldn't push through the nipple, it just like popped open the whole cap all over.
I think everybody's done it in the time, haven't they? Popped the top off.
But that was because of the cold. The cold made it into like a jelly, like frozen jelly.
Yeah. I've had it where them ones where you put the nib in. Have you seen them ones where they did it for Nick shots? Strawberry macaron. You know the little nibs that you get, that some of them push in and out so you can add your Nick shot to it, don't they, without taking the top off. I've had that pop off on me and go all over the place as well. They were shite. So I don't know who came up with that idea, to be honest with you, because they always popped off.
I don't have them here, but I've seen them before.
Yeah, they brought them in so you could.
It was a juice seller, so that you tip all of the juice all over the floor.
Yes,
and
lady did laugh when it happened.
Yeah.
But the nice thing was, I went back in the shop because we just left the shop, and they just gave me another bottle. It was no big deal, but we got a good shop.
So do you want to bring a couple of recipes up from Mike?
Yeah, well, he's got 50 recipes. So what are your three favorite recipes? The three you keep on going back to, and we'll bring them up.
My IPA.
Is
I know Betty didn't like it, but I
liked it. I said, but it didn't taste like a shandy.
That's right.
Yeah, it was like a shandy.
Is it the East Coast IPA? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. When I'm drinking Carling, I put that in a pod and vape that in a pod, so it feels like a vape drinking posh juice.
I was going to say, is that to disguise the taste of Carling?
Yeah, completely. It is, because you vape it and then you have a sip of Carling and it just feels like you're having an IPA because the flavour hangs around. And it's I was quite impressed with that, because I've tried a couple of beers before and I just gave up. Everyone turned out to taste like sick, or reminded me when I was sick when I was a kid tasting beer.
Yeah.
That's why I will never have cider. Never make a cider vape juice. No. Yeah.
But you know,
I'm having a go at a cider at the moment. A nice pear cider. It's still very much work in progress.
I did a nice dark fruit cider, but pear cider I had difficulty with because the pear keeps disappearing.
Either that or you get the skin.
Yeah.
On a lot of pears. Right, where is it? The East Coast. I've got the mouth to lung East Coast.
East Coast IPA.
Revision 2.
Yeah.
Okie doke. This is the one I've got, isn't it? This is the one. Was it revision 1 or the revision 2 I've got? It's over on there.
I can't remember, mate.
Okay. So East Coast Scottish IPA Revision 2, looking to replicate one of my favourite local beers, and it's Blood Orange VSO. It's a called 1.5.
Yep.
Buddha's Hand Citrus.
It's a called
Citron. I've got the number one because I think you added that to the second one. 0.25. Cactus Inawera at 0.5, mainly for the juiciness. Dark Lager Inawera, which I didn't even know they did, at 0.5. Guava
1.5.
Train, 1.5. Guava Vape Train at 0.5. Per Flavour Art at 0.5, which should add just sweetness. Ruby Red Grapefruit, which is the thing which is the top note on that.
Yeah.
Which is a 2. And the Yakima hops, which you really kind of need for when you're doing beers at 3.5. And he's got 4 notes there, which I'm going to struggle to read. So I'm going to put it in chat and let everybody else read it.
Yeah. I like to say it tasted to me like a shandy.
That's right. That's
what I said. It was nice. But I don't really do IPA, so I didn't have out to compare it with. But it tasted like a shandy bass, sort of that sort of flavour to it. Which is if you like sort of that beery sort of taste, it is nice. you know,
I remember now. Yeah,
so it's one of them flavours that you think probably not going to like, and I'm like, oh, it's quite refreshing, to be fair, you know. So if you do go and give it a try, if you can get the stuff in there, we can get VSO now. Still a cult. Innerwear is on sale now at they've dropped the price at Nom Noms, I think it is. They've dropped their prices.
Right.
Yeah. Nom
Right,
Noms have dropped the
later,
prices on
boy.
Innerwear. Starting at like, I don't know, £1 or 49p or something like that. They sent an email out saying they dropped the prices of Innerwear.
Oh, I didn't get an email.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did see that. I saw it, and then a significant drop too.
Yeah, it's a massive drop in it. It's like a really big drop on Innerwear forever. So if you go over there and you do, I don't know, do they have it? Where can we get it from? Where did you get it from, Mike?
Yeah, knobs.
Nom. So yeah,
Noms.
so if you go over there now at the moment, you'll probably get it for, I think it's like 50p or something.
Yeah.
It's really, really cheap. Really cheap. I was like quite shocked at how much they've dropped it.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what's your
second one?
Probably my ginger beer V2. The Bundas are mine V2.
Neil Pitts lives in, is it
V2?
Arkansas? I don't know.
Not
Is it
V2.
Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Is it Arkansas? Where's no L in it?
No, Arkansas.
There's no O in it either.
Yeah, I have no idea why it's called Arkansas when it's spelt as Kansas for pirates.
Is the V2 public, Mike?
I think so.
Because I don't
no.
see it.
Oh, the Bundas are mine.
Yeah, but that's the V1. The one you said the heat was too high.
Revision 2. A nice fine ginger beer. Yeah, Bull City is which work but best to get it in Aware and stuff like that. Bull City.
Bull City, yeah, you can get some Innerwear there. Bull City flavors.
Okay.
And you can use code AFL there.
We have the new ginger beer Wonder Flavors at 5.
Yeah.
You got to get a lot of bites off that.
Yeah, I want to do.
Like that looks
push it a
good.
bit.
Yeah. Ginger root at 4.5. Oh, you're really pushing stuff. 0.5 of Flavora heat. Lemonade Loran's at 2 and super sweet Capella at 0.5. So that's going to be a really cloudy traditional ginger beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just those Sainsbury's do their own fiery ginger beer, which is my ultimate favorite. And it is like Bundas, but with that bite at the back of your throat. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased with it.
Vic, you all right, mate? Just dropped in his Vaping Beatties reviewer over on YouTube. Do go over and give him a sub. I'm not sure where he's from. I think it's from Holland or Denmark or something like that. I'm not right sure. But just go over. His video quality is really, really good. So do go over. He's on about 350 subs. So yeah, go over and give him a follow if you can.
That's his YouTube channel.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really going to be gingery. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's proper ginger.
Yeah.
My first experience the Bundas was when I went to college. Is this place called Pizza Pie? That's a pizza joint, but they always carried like specialty, like, you know, imported different drinks and stuff. And one of them is Bundas, and it's like, I fell in love with it the first time I tried it. It's like, this is nice, and it cleans you up and cleans your sinuses and everything, but it's got this nice bite. I like it.
I found so one of the ones I've got steeping at the moment is that Bundas are mine, but with rum in it. But that's not public yet. But I really quite like a ginger beer and rum.
So a ginger beer toddy, nice.
Yeah, dark rum.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I'm not a massive fan of ginger beer.
Oh, I
No,
know.
so it's that bite for me though. I don't like the bite. It burns.
Yeah.
I do like that burn.
So I'm guessing you guys don't do
Obviously,
candied
yeah.
ginger.
But at
No.
0.5 and Flavora heat, that was just too much burn.
I'm starting to feel a little bit ill in the wintertime. I
Oh,
get
no,
some candied ginger, all cleared right up.
I love ginger. I just can't drink ginger beers.
Yeah, it's what is it? Levi Roots ginger beer now that's the in thing, is it? Levi Roots ginger beer.
Yeah.
He's gone down the road of that. It used to be just Jamaican ginger beer, didn't it, with a sailing ship on it. It used to be able to get.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm really happy someone else really likes that flavor. Thank you, Mike. It makes me feel.
I put that flavor in mine. Cart, I haven't been able to use it yet.
Well, Frank was like, I'm not really sure if this is worth. You got to release this one. You have to. This is delicious.
Because I think I've got everything to make that, so I might have a go. But I know what I'm like. I'm going to fiddle with it. I'm not going to take the whole recipe as it is. I'm going to say I'm going to change out the lemonade.
So, what's your next flavour that you got?
Messing around with yuzu at the moment.
Ooh,
trying
nice
it
flavor.
with just combinations of all sorts of different flavors just to see how it works. I've got quite a nice yuzu Mr. Intense Krabbies. Yeah, it's pretty much Krabbies. Yeah,
Alcoholic ginger beer. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, yuzu at the moment. I'm trying to think what else mucking around with. Oh crikey! Yeah, I just like experimenting and finding. Well, one of the things that I do is if I'm kind of running short on ideas, I put all my flavorings on a picker wheel, and it's like the first one is the main flavor, the second one is the notes behind it, and I found that's quite good. So yeah, it's great for getting the brain ticking over.
Yeah. Tetley's put in any decent non-TSP tasting ginger beer. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a lot of that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The wonder flavors, is it root beer float or root beer candy?
Yeah.
That's a non-TCP one.
I think
Basically, what you want, if you're looking for a recipe online, if you come across one that hasn't got wintergreen in, then you will get TCP germaline free taste.
Yeah.
It's the wintergreen that gives that taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of root beer ones are going to have that because that's what it tastes
Yes.
basically, innit? It is that
Yeah.
TCP, that germaline sort of taste. When you buy it as a drink, it has that germaline taste to it. You know, so you are going to find that a lot of them go down the road that it has got that taste to it. You know, so you're going to sort of struggle a little bit to find them that don't have that taste to it, to be honest with you. What else we got?
So, Mike, with the yuzu, do you get like almost like a really bright bitters like flavor out of it too? Like that's what I kind of get, like almost a bright version of bitters.
Yeah. I really quite enjoy the
tang.
And the way it works with other flavorings. So I use yuzu quite a bit. That and Buddha's Hand. Buddha's Hand is pretty much one of my essential go-tos just to lift. But yeah, I like the yuzu a lot. And just trying it with different. Did a tobacco. A yuzu RY4.
Which one is that? What's that called?
It's not on there.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not on there. It's still very much in development. I'm kind of so I've just finished 30 ml of it. I need to make up the next version, and once I get it into a position where I think I'm okay, then I'll make it public. Beforehand, I used to make everything public. but now I'm sort of a lot more choosy. Some of my early mixes, like everybody's. So when I first started mixing properly, I went out and I bought like 300 quid's worth of concentrates.
Yeah.
Things that I liked, rather than that whole idea of looking at somebody else's recipes and trying their recipes and then adapting for my own taste. So yeah, I mix a lot of other people's recipes.
Yeah.
I've mixed some of yours, Tim, Aaron Graham's, quite a few of the usual crowd in the mixing community. And I always I think one of my favourites at the moment is Cookie Crack Butter.
Oh, by Linda.
That is just, so I've tried messing around with that to see if I can improve it for my own flavour. I can't. I just stick with her recipe.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mixed that up.
Yeah.
Try and bring it up.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna put it in chat. I was looking it up, but go ahead. You're ahead of me. Yeah, that's a tasty recipe. And she's working on a couple different variants of it too.
Yeah, I tried the peanut butter one, which I wasn't so keen on. Yeah.
Speaking of, that's the next episode of Noted. We're going over peanut butters.
Oh,
that's gonna be
good.
crazy.
It's funny. So I watch Noted on my iPad thing, and taking notes as I watch the program.
Yeah, I'm not a massive peanut.
We have varied palettes on there, so that makes it more interesting.
It does,
I think we have more varied palettes than the original crew did.
Yeah. But even each week, I'm in watching this this show here, Vinny Show, because there's always information get put into chat. The panel, it's always taking notes, and I find that quite helpful.
I think that when I started, I just had shows after shows after shows. When I was because I've got two screens, I'll work on one screen and then I just have a show in the background and it just kept on going. Wasn't taking notes, but things were just starting to sink in. Different combinations, different kind of different ideas, and always some of them are really some of the shows out there are really entertaining.
Yeah, very much so. I'll tell you one thing that I've use as well is I just recently there was the Bake Off Professionals on Channel 4, I think it was, and yes. I actually watched that to get ideas how these people, these chefs and cooks, are using flavors in a different way.
Yeah.
So, I'll try that.
Yeah, I can't watch that. I like Bake Off, and I watch it. I can't do with the judges. They get on my tit ends.
A lot of the cooking shows are great for that, though. They teach you how to use ingredients you wouldn't think, because they do that as a contest. And it's like, when it comes to, here's the thing, it might not work there. Don't be deterred either because it didn't work making them in cooking. It might actually work if the flavors were almost there. Try it and vape. It might actually work out. Well, somebody just a little while ago in chat, I think it's Rocky, that some things he can't eat in real life he likes in vape.
Yeah.
And also, it can also work the opposite way, mind, because what we're using are artificial flavors. It's somebody else's idea of what a real food should taste like.
Yeah, and some of them haven't got a clue.
They don't always work together the way they should do.
Yeah.
You want a good example? Try star fruit, passion fruit, dragon fruit. Try any of those. Every single one tastes completely different than each other because it's all a guess on what you think it tastes like. None of them are. Yeah.
And again, they might not taste anything like the real fruit, but some of them are still quite tasteful.
Tasty.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with all these artificial flavor creators that are eating the rinds on melons and thinking that everybody else should as well. but
Yeah. Orange peel.
yeah.
Orange peel is nice.
Fucking freak.
Okay, I'm going to bring cookie crack butter up. So it's cookie crack butter from Linda Marie. She's on the Noted Show. Cookie biscotto flavor art at 1. Cookie crumble Capella at 3. Cookie premium at 1. Vanilla, creamy vanilla at 2. Custard premium FA flavor art at 2. Marshmallow vanilla, just stick that in anything at 1.5. Makes everything nice. Super sweet Capella at 0.5 and vanilla pudding at 2. And she's, as she always does, she puts notes in and she's been talking to Luke Loop.
Yeah, Luke Loop made the picture.
You could just saw the picture and I went, that's Luke Loop. Yeah, photo by Luke Loop. Well, it's not photo by Luke Loop.
It's photo by AI, created by Luke Loop.
She lost me at vanilla pudding. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, Rocky's famous nutsack. Yeah, I see Rocky talking about his nutsack.
Okay, I love your nutsack, mate.
smeared in peanut butter to attract the dogs.
Yeah. That nutsack is just brilliant. Sorry, Benny.
It's all right, Mike. Have you got some concentrates round and about? Have you got your mixer? You might have watched this start of the section.
Yes, I have.
Have you got a bottle free?
Unfortunately, I don't. Sorry.
It's Tim's turn.
I know.
It is Tim's turn. It is Tim's turn.
It is my turn. I'll grab a.
So usually around about this time of night, we usually do a random mix, and it is random. You pick the flavours, tell us how much percentage to put in, and it's just randomly flavours, and we see what it's like at the end of it. Sometimes it comes out.
This will be fun.
But
This will be fun. I'll just dump everything in here. I have no idea what's in this container.
Are we going to add the change so he's allowed to take out one of the flavors and replace with one of his?
Yeah.
We can try and rescue from the trolls in the chat.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, this week we're actually trying to make something vapeable.
Yes, something vapeable.
Not like
last week where we just like 4% of this, 5% of that, 10% of this. No, this week is properly that we're going to try and make something that you can vape. Paul's got his package arrived today. Some of it's nice, some of it's fucking awful. I hope you haven't opened that bottle. You can't open that till the day.
Well, there. I have the most random mix ever. I have no idea what's in here. Stuff I haven't put in ELR yet, some of it. So
there we go. So he's just gonna randomly pick 5 flavours out. So I'll load the box up and just randomly pick 5 flavours.
Tell me when.
Now.
We have Mom and Pop's Go Nuts.
Ooh.
That's nice nuts, that.
I've never tried it.
It's great.
Stop.
We have Mullenberry Wonder Waffle. WW Waffle.
Nutty waffles.
Nutty waffles at the moment.
Nutty waffles. This sounds weird already. Sounds like something Rocky'd come up with.
Dig a bit deeper. Right down to the bottom. Your turn to shout, Mike.
No.
Tell me when. Waiting.
He said now fucking 3 times.
I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you on the thing. Vienna cream. I can live with that. So far, so good.
I'm waiting until you pick the good flavors. I know I stashed at the bottom.
I'm waiting to pick one up, and as he goes to like that, put it down, drop it by accident.
Yeah, like a grabber. We're at a 2 out of 5 at the moment. 2 out of 5. Graham, it's your turn.
Slips. Now? Cake batter flavor by Capella. That's a little weird.
That goes with the waffle.
That could work with the waffle.
It might work. Yeah.
Depending on what percentage.
Is this the last one then?
Yeah,
give him a shake. Give him a shake. Have a good shake. Stop.
And we got whipped cream.
Oh, well,
From Craft Flavors.
Yeah.
This feels like a fix. We should have.
I'm not hating this.
On the back,
Yeah.
3 down, 7 to the left.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, are you sticking? You can
This
swap
everything
one
from
out.
Gits.
You can change one out.
You can change one out, Tim, or you stick with what you've got. So, are you sticking or are you
I'll
twisting?
stick with that. That sounds like it
Stick,
could be an
right,
interesting mix.
Right.
There's nothing like last time where I had the pixie stick in there. It didn't make any sense in a mulled cider. That was horrible.
Well, at least you didn't get
There's nothing like a grape note in your mulled cider. That's just perfect.
butter in a mojito. That was lovely.
Ian Thomas says cake batter is potent.
Yeah.
And we've got Rocky's already go nuts on my cake. Didn't with the name already. Right, so who's typing it? Are you going to type it in, Liam?
I suppose if I have to.
Yes, you do.
Have to.
I paid big dollars for doing this show.
Big time.
Let me decide a minute.
Swanson says it needs some jam on it.
I gotta get a bottle of beer back.
Right. I bet you mixing, Tim.
He's gone. He's done a runner already.
He's run.
Run away already.
He's run away. It's that waffle. He's like, I ain't having no waffles. I can't have no waffle. So next bit of this is that we put them onto the ALR or wherever, and we read out a flavour percentage, and we'll give you a high and a low where to go with it, and then you pick the percentage to go into the bottle. When he comes back, I think he's gone out to pre-do one.
It is what I'm doing, yeah.
I can add something, whatever you name it, I can put it into AI and make a picture out of it.
Okay, so
It
Tim,
looks like I'll be making a 15 because that's what Rocky sent. So
All right, he's got 15 mil.
you're making a 15 ml bottle. Are you nicking it up?
yes, 1.5%.
1.5 mil. And what's your nicotine strength?
100.
Okay. 100% PG as well.
It's PG, yeah.
Okay. And the first flavor?
Well, let's start. What do we start with? What was the first one we got? Was it waffle? I think waffle.
I think
was
it was
first.
Wonder Waffle, wasn't it?
Yep,
He's waffle.
Wonder Waffle.
What is a Wonder
WW
Waffle?
I've never heard of that.
Of course, I
Yeah.
don't know if this will work.
It's a one shot, I think.
What's he doing now?
Just trying to find Wonder Waffle on here.
Is it in Awara?
The Wonder
Who's it
Waffle?
by?
That's Mullenberry. It's Mullenberry.
Mullenberry.
Let's just try
See if
waffle.
this will
Nothing's
work.
gonna-
Might have to turn the light
Yeah,
on.
the only waffles I'm getting up on ELR are classic Belgian and chocolate.
And chocolate?
I'm not getting Wonder Waffle.
Wonder Waffle's not showing up.
I think Wonder Waffle is one of their one shots.
WW Waffle.
WWF. Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Waffle. Let's see. See if I can find it here.
I ain't got no WW. It's Rocky.
You are right. It's not showing up here.
So we're going
It
to have to
wasn't
guess
here
then.
before. That's one of the ones that must have disappeared at some point. It got deleted.
So are
it
we
used to
guessing
be
then?
on.
I'm not even finding it on the first page of a Google search.
Nope.
I think he's made this up. I think he's made this flavour up.
Let's see, Inawera have got a Wonder Waffle.
WW Waffle.
Let's try WW
Yeah.
Waffle.
Yeah, 3%. Just bang it in.
Yeah, one shot. WW Waffle. I recommended between 6 and 8%.
Ooh. Have you found it now?
I actually found it on a New Zealand flavour site. And they've got it listed as top-notch double waffle covered with glamour chocolate with roasted hazelnut filling. recommended dosage 6 to 8%.
That sounds nice on its own, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. Yeah, this. Oh, where's it going now? He's gone.
Oh, he's got new webcams and stuff.
Oh, has he? All right. You don't know how to use them though,
I
obviously.
think he's got about 20.
Oh, what on there? What's he doing? Oh, there we go.
It
There we
looks
go.
like something from a horror film.
I'll make him big. We'll make him big. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right. So what we got for percentages on this thing?
You actually
Right.
found some space on your table.
Yeah. So it's 6%. What we're saying is they're saying, and it's 6%.
Yeah, between 6 and 8%.
So we'll go between 3 and 6. 3 and 6. Anybody? 3 and 6.
I was going to say, did you want to go between like 5 and 9 or something? Because they're
No, 'cause-
recommending between 6 and 8.
So I've never used this flavor.
So what do you want to do then? 6 and 8, 10 and 12? I don't fucking know.
It's
We don't
because
know
it's-
no one's used
it's
it.
be-
No one's used this flavour, so we
Well,
don't know. We're just
it's
making it up
because
as we
it's
go
a-
along, son.
It's because it's a one shot.
Well, do we want it to be a up in front, or do we want to be behind? That's the thing, innit? If it's a one shot,
Yeah.
it'll be very much up
Yeah,
in your
there's a
face.
cookie going in here too. So I mean,
Yeah.
cake batter. I mean,
So
Okay.
I think we keep it lower down. Do you know what I mean? Instead of pushing it up high, because it's a one shot, innit? You not think?
Yeah.
So we've got 4, 3, 5, 74 from Paul.
74. Wow, that's a
4 to
potent
5 from Mike.
That's a potent one shot.
Any more for any more? Between 3 and 6. Any more for any more? Remember, there's a delay. I keep forgetting there's the delay. 4. I think it's going to be a 4 because we've had a couple in for the 4.
Hey, Zippy.
Hey, Hanky, Zippy.
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 Hanky Zippy.
Hey, Zippy.
Thank you, Mr. Intense, for putting that out
Hanky,
there.
Zippy. They're both as mad as each other anyway, so
Reminder,
So-
every little bit counts.
4%. 4%.
Okay, am I doing all the flavors first, and then percentages, or do you want to mix as we go along?
I'll mix as we go.
Okay, so you are putting in 0.6 grams.
Oh, that's a lot more than I'm used to. Okay, I'm going to cover it because I'm right-handed. I tried it with my left before. It does not work well.
He's covering it over so you can't see that he's overdone
You'll
it.
see it. You'll see the final results. I know I'm right-handed, but I tried doing it left-handed before to try and help the screen. It doesn't work. I got to find a scale with it on the left side.
Scale upside down.
Trying to cut a drop. That's always fun. Right there, 0.6.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
0.6.
wait,
It'll do.
1.59. Okay, hold on. we can
It'll
fix it.
do.
Oh, no. No, it's going to be over. Huh, told you.
Well, he's-
You
she's
can't.
just left
Yeah,
it.
it's one of those ones. Yep.
Okay, next flavor.
Vienna Cream by Liquid Barn.
See, Tim, if you change your scales round, so they're upside down, we'd be able to tell you we're right way around, and you'd be mixing with your
What
right
is
hand,
up with
wouldn't you?
you? There you go.
So we have 2%.
Yeah, flip. So if you turned your, what is it round, Tim?
If I turn my
The
scales
scale-
around, I can't read it, and then I'm in trouble.
Because you can read upside down. You can tell a number between 6. Anyway, whatever. Right.
turn it upside down, and all it will say is boobs.
Boobs, yeah, that's what we're waiting for. So what are you saying, Liam?
2%.
2%. So we'll go between 0.5 and 4. 0.5 and 4, please. So Anker's put in 3. 4, 3.
Now remember, we are trying to make a semi-vaporable liquid.
Yeah, semi-vaporable, not something that's going to make him sick.
Why is this a harsh flavor? I've never tried it.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1, contact. There we go.
3. It's looking like 3's the winner. 3%, please.
Okay, so you want to be putting in 0.45, Tim.
I'm having flashbacks to Demillen.
Someone just put 2.5, so we're going for 3. Mr. Flavour. I miss the flavour all the time, Rocky. I wish it'd come back.
There we go. Look at that. 4.5.
And the next flavour.
Next flavor. Which one was that next? Oh, the Go Nuts. I think we actually were supposed to do that one first.
Don't matter.
They're already-
Go Nuts by Mom and Pops. Well, that smells
That
nice.
is 2%.
Yeah.
That smells really nice.
It's got hazelnut, peanuts, some of pecan. I think there's a little bit of pecan in there.
Got a bit of monkey nuts.
That-
Monkey nuts, son.
That was coming in at 2%.
I think that's got Rocky's nutsack in it.
So 0.5 to 4 again, if it's at 2%.
That
Get
smells
them
really
monkey
nice.
nuts.
Let's see.
It's really sad.
0.5,
They're going by the
2.5,
wayside.
5%. I did say hi to you, Anki. I said hi to you earlier on. You're just old age. You're going deaf, son.
He's just so needy.
And needy. I know, he's just so needy.
Needy.
You need some monkey nuts, son. 1.5 is
You're
all
too
right.
busy paying hanky to
2,
understand.
1.75. Any more for any more? I'm thinking it's going to be a 1 myself.
Yeah, I was thinking 1.25.
Yeah, so I'm with Liam on that. It's a little.
Put 1.25 in, son. If you want 1.25, you put 1.25 in.
1.25.
So you are putting in there 0.19.
4. If it was port 4.
Tim, taste that in the back.
Of course, it went
That's
over
it.
by 0.01.
And the next flavour.
Cake batter flavor by Capella.
That has come up at 2% as well.
2%. Same again then. Same again for cake batter. Between 0.5 and 4.
There we go.
Rocky Jr. says, Go Nuts is a one-shot. Pash it, San. Pash it.
We need the
I've used
nutsack
it.
one shot.
0.5. Pash it. Pash it to the limit. 1 from Snowman. 0.25.
This should actually go well with the. If anything, it depends. Is it uncooked cake batter? Is it cooked cake batter?
I've used
3.5.
Go Nuts. I used Go Nuts in an RY4 at 0.75 and at 1 in a custard, a honeycomb custard.
Use Tam's the caliper chow one that she does. That one there is good.
I'm thinking 0.75. What are you thinking?
Okay. 0.75 it is.
0.75, San.
Okay, so you are putting in 0.11.
0.11, huh?
Look at them mad skills. Look at that. The art of squeezing a bottle.
With the exception of.
Ian Thomas says, cake batter will take over, in his opinion, if it's much over 0.5. Well, we're just slightly over, son. Slightly over.
Oh, yay. That's nice. It didn't register.
How many drops are you
That
putting?
takes extra. There's going to be extra this then.
Well, just put a couple of drops in then. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it didn't hair properly. Yeah, that's definitely more than what it's supposed to be in there.
I don't think he put all in there. That's why it's not registered. Don't know what
I
you're
can put
thinking
more
out there.
in, but it's going to be all cake batter.
Well, then, I think he just pretended to squeeze. We couldn't see it going in. We couldn't see anything. Do you know what I mean?
I just
There's
think
a lot in there.
I think
I
the
can't see it.
amateur hour.
Yeah.
And the final flavor.
Final one is
going
whipped
to be,
cream from Craft Flavors.
that's going to be
All right, Mick. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated, my friend.
Pining Liam. I don't know why I was up with that. I hope yeah, there it goes. Now it's registering. I don't know what happened. Battery might be going low.
That old nutshell. Fucking. A poor mixer blames his tools.
Should I have gotten out the pipettes instead? Did the drop per drop?
Right. Whipped cream from Craft Flavors isn't showing up on ELR.
Well, it
Cream
might be
whipped.
under, see, Craft Flavors is also FE. Could be
Cream
under
whipped.
FE.
It's Flavor Express, is it?
Flavor Express.
It's a Flavor Express.
Yeah, Craft Flavors is Flavor Express because that's what I have is Craft
Yeah,
Flavors.
so- Yeah, the only thing I found is whipped cream, Flavors Express, Flavor Jungle, in brackets.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's Flavor Jungle. But it should be the it should be Flavor Express. There might be just
Yeah.
all three of them were the same because they it was rebottled a few different times.
Yeah, whipped cream FE is showing up as 1%.
All right, thank you. Speak to you later, love. Can't say us waving because we're not on screen.
But I
Thank
have
you
a
very
feeling
much
that
for
cake
joining us.
batter is gonna be really strong in there. Because it kept dripping, it wasn't going up. It's like, no, that's not good.
We have a 1%, Benny.
1%, 0.5 to 2.5.
Yeah. So 15%, is that right, Graham? Or 14%? What is it that Nevin says it is? Whipped cream?
So a bit of whipped cream in it from 0.5 to 2.5.
15%.
Okay,
When you really want whipped cream on your waffle.
Any advances on one? We've got a one bid. We've got a one bid.
Bonus flavor? Sweet currant flavor
Sweet
put over top.
currant.
They give it a little bit of berry.
1.5. We've got a 1.5. Any more? Any more? Come on, Sans. 1.5. 2.5.
Knowing the drops on that cake batter is probably about 0.2. What was it supposed to be?
We're over it. We're over cake batter. We're over cake batter.
No, I know. I'm just trying to figure out what it's going to taste like. I know it's got to be at least 0.2.
It's supposed to be 0.75. It was. It was
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
a
be
little higher than that.
2. We got a 2. We got a 1. Any more? Any more for any more? Are we calling it? What we're going to call it? 1.25? We call it 1.25?
Yeah.
1.25, please.
Okay, so that is going to be 0.19. And none of this, it didn't drip shenanigans.
Oh, look at that. Sunlight scales are working.
Moving that time.
Is that from Nom
Look
Noms?
at that, 0.19.
Is that from Nom Noms?
Looks
Autos-
like Nom-Noms
That was
bottle.
all AutoZone that just dinged.
Does it
Yep.
say Nom Noms on that tin?
On what?
That bottle?
Yes.
Yeah. Whipped cream flavor up. That's flavor off.
Craft Flavors is flavor art, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a lovely whipped cream.
I'll change that to whipped cream flavor art, but that's
We're
being
back.
used at
We're back, son. We're back.
1.25%
It says,
anyway.
it says craft flavors on it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. When you said craft flavors, I should have
Yeah.
automatically.
Well, I have a feeling it's in there, though.
Well,
And if anybody didn't know, and they're on Nom Noms.
the average
what-
for FA is 1.4 anyway. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not far from
If you don't know and you're on Nom Noms and you want some FA, always go into the craft flavors because they're normally about £1.50, £2 cheaper.
Ah.
So you can get custom premium for £2 rather than £3.50.
and yeah, did you need to know how much Nick and PG in that to put in, Tib?
Nick is 0.16.
Look at that. He's a master.
No,
I might have
mine
mixed
is-
a couple of these before.
It's showing 0.23 on my one.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I usually do 10, don't I? Okay, you're right.
It's showing
0.23. Okay, we can fix that.
910 on my screen.
You mean that one? 0.23 right there.
That's the one.
There we go, 0.23. Look at that.
It just looks like an additive E20.
Yeah.
Now, what are we doing first? PG or VG?
Just put whatever.
It's up to
Just
you.
put, we're not bothered about this.
I have the
bit.
PG in my hand. So
Right, PG is 2.89.
0.89. I hate doing this with these big bottles and these little ones.
His scales are miraculously working on every
I know.
flavour.
Yeah, every flavour except for cake
Except-
batter. Yeah,
Except the one that he didn't like.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually don't mind it though.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How much is he putting in?
2.89.
2.89.
2.91, of course, it went
Ah,
over
it-
because it's big
yeah.
And
drips.
13.25 of VG.
13.25.
The tarring and everything now. Tarring. They're putting flavour going
Right,
up
so
when you put
I-
flavour in.
I've got
Fucking
two
miracle.
two suggestions for a name for this recipe. The first one is I wonder if it's waffle.
Yeah.
And
I
and
wonder
then
if
the
it's
second-
cake batter.
What do you say?
And then the second-
13.25? Is that right?
13.25, yeah.
Yeah.
The second one is Tim fudged it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it's got cake batter in. So if you ever want to know how to mix and think, oh yeah, my scales aren't working, I won't put that flavour in. So the cake batters, in
Okay,
fact, the
that's
cake
all
batters are
over.
really, really light flavour. It's that light, you didn't even see the scales move.
Yeah, okay. But it's going to taste really heavy because I know there's extra in there, a lot of it. So
So you need to put your name in, what, fanny batter? Tell us put fanny batter in. That's a good way, fanny batter.
I'm not typing that into AI.
I'm not saying that.
Waffle nuts. Tim goes nuts on creamy battered waffle. Waffly nuts from Mike. Yeah, should make Tim put the reflavour in now. We're not that bad. If he wants to cheat, that's his own thing. If he
I can
wants
put
to
more
cheat-
in, but it's just going to taste like just cake batter at this point because I know that's already probably 2 to 3
Square
times.
nuts. Square nuts, yeah.
Square nuts. Not a lot of shaking room in this bottle.
Any more for any more? I thought you were going, Anki. I thought you were going. See you later, Sam.
Hanky, you can't leave. I'm shaking
Any
my
more
hand,
names?
and you're
Any
putting
more
with like a
names?
hanky-panky position, and yeah, okay. Is that better? Now you come back?
Any more for any more?
I'm curious on this one, actually. That doesn't sound bad.
Grab these nuts. I think so. Grab
Grab
these
these
nuts.
I'm just trying to get from whatever you're going to choose into AI. What the hell is going
Nut
to
suit. Nut suit. Queen batter. Grab a queen batter even.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra cake batter in that thing. Just saying. Whew, that
So-
is something.
What we're going to
Ooh.
go with? Are we going to go? Tim goes waffly nuts.
Oh, I ain't gonna go over that. What else I got?
Griddle nuts.
Just dry.
Right. So I think we've got to start with Tim.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit Tim. What about Tim? Tim grabs these square nuts, these square waffly nuts.
And I overdripped.
In brackets, Quim.
There's no chocolate in this.
But I'm just going to keep it. Tim grabs these square waffly nuts.
So that's going to go like Tim grabs these square waffly nuts.
Right, so it's now a public recipe.
So go check it out. We're going to see what it tastes like now when he gives it a shake. A little shake and a bake. Yeah. Obviously, this is going to have to steep a little bit.
Yeah, this is definitely
waffle in and that. So it's definitely.
I tried knuckling it, and it tastes nothing but the waffle and the cake batter. Nothing else is really there yet.
Yeah, so it is going to have to steep for a little bit. So it might not be next week, it might be week after, because it is going to have to steep.
Tastes really dark.
And it's got rid of
got
all of the flavors.
I'm thinking that's the waffle that actually is really like right out front right now. The waffle's like really there.
It's I don't know whether it's cleared the recipe. Yes, cleared the recipe, I think.
It's a bit like Tim's. Why? Because you put waffly nuts in?
No. It ELR always does this thing for me where when I create a recipe and make it public, it seems to freeze on me, and I have to refresh
unless you save it under private first. Yeah,
I refresh the page, and then it allows me to publish it. So I refresh the page, and it's cleared all the flavors. But I am going to have a look on the main page now to see if it has actually gone up. If it hasn't, I'm going to have to put in all the flavors again.
And this is the images.
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
Or
it hasn't done it.
It's probably
more like it.
The only thing that's not the only thing not showing up here really is the cream. You're just not getting much of that cream. It's a nutty waffle.
I'm gonna have to try and remember the percentages now.
Just watch show back.
I got a bit worried about that, so I put safe for work.
In reality, I would actually, if I just put a little bit of a jam or something with this, I would probably ADV this. Like, really would.
Well, Ian did say it needs a bit of jam.
A little jam would actually be really nice with this. It's a nice waffle.
Right. So we'll come back to that. Obviously, it's a little bit steep, and you can see what it is. We'll put all the flavours back in that Liam's lost. So tonight we've lost cake batter.
Oh,
Lee D says it's on there. It's on there. It's on there.
It's on there, is it?
Yeah.
All right, that's actually a nice waffle, Liam. I think you'd like that. Add a little bit of your favorite jam or something to that. That'd be delicious.
Maple syrup. Need some maple syrup, it says.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, or even some cake batter.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it actually cleared all the flavors out and kept the name at the top as if I was actually editing it.
Oh. I don't know why we didn't have any cake batter in it either. Mystery to the world.
Oh, there was cake batter in there.
It's one of them mysteries to the world, is that, isn't it? Scales stopped working and now it's disappeared off the side.
It did stop working on that one. It just kept dripping. It's like moving. It's like, that ain't good.
Must be Bermuda Triangle going on. I don't know.
I should have put extra, but man, I was afraid it was just going to taste like just cake batter.
Right, so we'll come back to that obviously next week or the week after, see how it steeps out, and you can let us know if it's any good on that. Like, if you do want to mix it up yourself, you can go over there and see it. If you squint your eyes, jump up and down on one leg, it might appear.
Hey, I would use that as a base for a waffle for sure.
Very good. Right, so we'll go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Liam.
Right, thanks everybody in chat. Been great as always. It's always nice to see everybody's familiar handles and comments on YouTube, including Craig and Kenny arguing amongst themselves and with each other and with themselves and everything else. And I will pass it over to Graham.
All right, thanks everyone. I'm just going to put the Mixing Show's Facebook page if you want to come and join us, and you can ask any questions. If you're new, I ask a question. There's me, Liam, Nick, who's on holiday, so he's just going to kind of ignore everybody for the next year. And Pippa's on there now, so Pippa will is helping out. So I'll put that in the chat. And I'll pass it over to Mike.
Thanks for the invite onto here, guys. Very much appreciate it. It's good just chatting away and shooting the breeze. Thanks to everybody in chat for the nice messages. And I will see you next week. And I'll pass it to. Have we had you, Tim?
I haven't went yet, no.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to thank you for coming on again, Mike. It's always great talking to you anytime we get a chance to, whether it's chatting or whatever. Love watching your little adventures. You get some traveling in for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you everybody for everything. I don't know if Golf T Vapes is on tonight or not. He's kind of doing an on-off whenever he gets a chance type of thing when he feels up to it. If it's on tonight, that'll be in at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Golf T Vapes channel. If not, this Saturday I am doing a cheesecake recipes show, which I'm looking forward to. That's personally because I've been craving cheesecakes. I'm going to admit it. That's just, when you're craving something really bad, Mike, how you have to make it. That's one of these episodes. It's like, hey, I want something good. And other than that, yeah, just keep mixing, having fun. I started this mixing thing to help people with something that might be disappear, with the commercial liquids being in flux, and I never expected all this to happen, but it did. And yeah, I'll pass it to Benny.
Has Liam been?
Yes.
Yeah, he went first.
Oh, okay. I'm miles away. I'm in a world of my own. A bit like that cake batter. Right.
I hate that didn't work.
Right, so thank you everybody in chat for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. A couple of new faces coming in, and I hope you've learned a little bit, and thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mike, for joining us in there. If you haven't seen, he has put his YouTube channel, which is Global Acts of Unity. That is a charity that he runs, and doing good things. Go check it out, see what you think of that, read his blurb, check out the website, and you'll get a bit more information about Mike himself, and keep up with what he's doing around the country, and obviously going to the UN and everything. So it's absolutely fantastic. So just have a look at it and see what you think, and check him out. So thank you very much, Mike. Much appreciated. Thank you very much to my fellow casters joining me, casters for joining me week in, week out. Thank you very much for Kate Batter for appearing and then not appearing. Much appreciated. It's been absolutely brilliant. You can find us here next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to check out Saturday Show for their charity auction and giveaways. And also, if you want to donate to the fund, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Let's get that, push that up as far as we can. It is for a good cause. It is for a lady that has got been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, Louise, which is Mickey Loves, which has been on here, his daughter, and it's for his little kiddies, her little kiddies, just to give them a little bit of, something, memories and things to remember the mum by. So it's absolutely brilliant. So do check out that. Starts at 5 o'clock and it'll go on till whenever they finish, to be fair. Yeah. I'm guessing it's
Definitely
supposed
going to go on more than 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I would have thought so. So we will see you again next week, same time, same place. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Keep waving because I can't move my mouse. Come on. Where's the outro?
Double wave just from Benny.